Hello Reformers, and welcome to a special feature of Ancestors Legacy. Now, Ancestors Legacy is a historically accurate, real-time strategy influenced by the medieval ages with, well, Vikings and all sorts of different factions. We have 4 different factions to choose from. In this, however, this is the pre-release beta that I have gained access to, and if you'd like to check out this game, there is a link in the description. Anyway, the first mission for us to tackle is off the course.
On June 5th, 793, a storm was approaching the shores of the Kingdom of Northumbria. A few months earlier, Althing, the Council of Vikings, made the decision to plunder its largest abbey, the famous Lindisfarne. One of the leaders of this expedition was Jarl Ulf Ironbeard, a stern but respected man among his people. However, it wasn't meant for all of the Northmen to reach Lindisfarne by the sea. A storm that hit the coast of Northumbria has scattered some of their ships miles away from their destination. Ulf's raiding party landed near a town called Bamborough. The Northmen saw it as an easy target to plunder. Little did they know that all of Northumbria was just coming out of a bloody civil war. Troops of a new King Ethelred were battling remnants of recently murdered King Osred's loyal army. For this reason, heavy garrisons were scattered throughout the country, and one of them was stationed just outside Bamborough.
So, there you are. There's the small little prologue there. As you can see, along with other Jarls, sets off for an invasive rally with the goal to plunder the wealthy Lindisfarne monastery. At sea, however, they encounter a storm and Ulf's Drakkar lands, along with others on the other side of the island near the Anglo-Saxon town named Bamborough. So, welcome to Ancestors Legacy. Now we must meet with Ulf. Yes, we need to find Jarl Ulf, and we have a band of spearmen here. Now, bear in mind that this does have base building elements as well, but this particular mission will not really touch upon those, more giving us a tactical overview of many of the abilities that the various units have. Spearmen, of course, can form shield walls? No, spear walls, and, well, they can obviously brace for charges and things like that, and they can also chase down opponents as well, and stab them very viciously. Alright, there we go. We now have Ulf with us. Now, we must go and help. We must join our allies over here. Yes. And we all have different abilities. Ulf also has a couple of abilities. He can intimidate enemy units and make them lose morale. Because in this game, there are two different, shall we say, resources. One is morale, which of course influences how effective the enemy is at fighting and so on and so forth. And then obviously the other one is health. And if someone reaches 0 health, obviously, then that is going to make a huge difference to them living or dying, obviously. Anyway, let's make our way over here. We need to flank the enemy squad. So we're going to not go in through the front there, where we're going to be absolutely murdered. We're going to go round the side. Now, there are a number of different menus here, as you can see. You can recruit squads, you can manage villages, create buildings, and you can also research, or shall we say, permanently modify the properties of your nation and build siege machines. And then obviously we have blessings too. Yes, aha, there we go. Flank an enemy by clicking the secondary mouse button on their squad. We're gonna go and kill these guys. And you can go all the way in. You can literally zoom all the way in. There is also a cinematic button, and I need to find that actually. Yes, but look, the small icons on the sides of the squad's banner indicate its status. It is important information about the squad's condition. Green icons indicate positive effects, while red ones have a negative impact. Alright, so let us kill the defenders. And thankfully we now have a bunch of shield bearers to help us out. So let's go over here and flank them. Yes, look at this. We can flank them very, very nicely here. And also, as you can see, we have skills for our various units to use. We are going to be raising our shields with our shield bearers, and hopefully that will help us to defend against the many arrows that are going to be streaming towards us. Look at that. Yeah, there we go. And look at that, the grey bar indicates their morale, by the way. So this group right here lost all of their morale instantly upon us coming in there. So that obviously made a huge difference to how effective they are. And I think they're already dead, yeah. They're actually already dead. So now our allies are going to come in here, because obviously we've distracted the archers. And we are in a very, very good position right now. Now, Ulf, of course, has to survive. We do want to make sure that he survives. He's our hero, after all. And there we are. The final group is done. Yes. Yes, and now we must destroy the village. There are destruction mechanics, kind of. You can allow villages and, well, various other structures to be burned. We can burn them with torches and things like that. So we're going to be doing that once we have eliminated the various units that are defending here. I think I'm probably going to go over to the left first and end up at the town hall. That looks like the town hall to me. As you can see, it's very well defended by some spearmen over there. So we probably want to be a bit careful, just to make sure. And I'm going to head over in this direction. Seems like all of our people are pretty high in terms of their HP values, so we shouldn't have too many difficulties. Let's go and kill these archers. Yeah, look at my spearmen just charging in there. That is very nice. And they're losing. Look at how much. Oh, their morale just plummeted like nothing else. Everyone is just losing huge amounts of morale right there. Our guys are absolutely fine, of course. I mean, just look at their morale. It's just crazy good. And now we can start to destroy the buildings. You can actually destroy all the buildings, as far as I'm aware, in this village. But obviously the important buildings are the only ones that we currently have an objective for. I'm actually going to just see whether I can... Yeah, I can destroy this as well. As you can see, there's the red bar. Once you fill the red bar, that will indicate that the building is on fire, and then you can just leave it, and then the HP will drain over time. There you go. And we're gonna just do this one as well. I don't know, I just find that quite, I don't know, satisfying to see this building collapse under the heat of the fire. I just think that's really cool. But maybe that's just me, I don't know. I think that's really, really satisfying for some reason. I think it's just the way that, look at it, it's the way the fire burns through the roof and then attacks all of the structural components, and it's just really very, I don't know, visceral, I suppose. I don't know, it's pretty cool. Anyway, we are just going to eliminate this slinger group right here, and then we'll be making our way onto the, oh, look at this, it seems like we have a bunch of people attempting to attack our allies there. That's not going to work out very well, is it? Yeah, so I'm not going to burn any of the other structures, because you never know, maybe we'll capture the village and we could use it. It's unlikely, I suppose, considering, but anyway. Yes, as you can see, the green bar over a building indicates its HP level, red bar indicates the progress of it burning down. Yeah, exactly. It might be worth waiting for clearer skies before burning down a building, yeah. Oh, they're coming out. They're coming out. We got to deal with them. I'm actually just going to set this building aflame if I can. No? Oh, that's unlucky. Okay, so unfortunately I stopped the burning just before we reached the threshold of what was required to start the incineration. And yeah, that's obviously made things a little bit more difficult. But anyway, let's just kill these guys. I find the HP values actually quite good, the way that they've been designed, because the more damage you take, you burn through little pips on the HP bar, as you can see there. You know, for example, take the shield bearers here. It has 4 red pips, 3 yellow, and 2 green. That means that some of the warriors have taken severe damage, and other warriors are perfectly fine. And I think that's actually really cool, because each pip, as far as I'm aware, represents either 2 or maybe just 1 warrior in the squad. And I think that makes a huge difference to just knowing what your squad is like. Because if you just lose HP, you know, just arbitrarily, then it doesn't really make much difference. But you can kind of tell at a glance exactly how your squad is doing. So that's pretty nice. Anyway, we're hopefully going to be able to eliminate these spearmen. They're not losing morale. They're doing pretty well in terms of morale, so they're fighting very, very hard here. Unfortunately, I don't have any ranged units, so obviously that's going to prevent us from dealing major damage, but, well, you can see here that all of our guys are just doing absolutely amazing. And, well, Ulf is alive still, so that's all that really matters, isn't it? Okay, so we can eliminate those guys, and these are, yep, they're now outnumbered. As soon as you get the opponent outnumbered, that makes a huge difference to their morale, and they're down. There we go. Now let's start to throw the torches, and hopefully we won't be attacked by anyone else. I'm actually a bit worried about our shield bearers right here. I would hope that they would stay a little bit higher level. Oh, higher HP level, should I say? But yeah, there you go. There's the last one, and Ulf is still surviving, so I'm pretty happy with that. Alright, so where do we need to go now? Well, Ulf has survived. Oh, we've got some scouts.
They're coming in great numbers.
Oh my, there they come. Yeah, that's a lot of enemies. Okay, defend ourselves. That is what we must do. Alright, so I'm gonna go over here. Actually, change formation. Oh yeah, we can do that as well. So you can change formation from offensive to defensive. And we're in defensive formation now, so hopefully that's gonna help us to survive a little bit more with such overwhelming odds. You can do formations a little bit with the click and drag system, so it's, you know, it's similar to other games in that respect, but you know, you can see what kind of formations you can get just from me dragging the mouse around a little bit there. So yeah, I'm gonna just place them back in the position that I actually want them to be in, which is about there. There we go. That seems pretty good. And oh, why are my allies running in already? That's not good. Okay, well, maybe what I can do is I might be able to flank them a little bit. Maybe flanking the opponent might make a difference. Somehow, I don't know whether that's going to make a difference, because these guys are actually I think, pretty high level. I think they seem pretty high level to me. Anyway, let's try and flank them. We need to very quickly rush in there because our allies are taking an absolute pounding. I don't know whether you can see, but we currently have these scouts under our control. Now, you see here, they only have 2 bars of HP. That indicates to me that they're very, very weak in comparison to, for example, these squads here, because they have many, many pips, and they're able to survive just a little bit more. Whoa, these guys are not taking any damage. Do you see this? The opponent is vastly superior. Seems vastly superior to us, so it is, in my opinion, highly unlikely we will be able to take these guys out. But once you engage a fight, you cannot disengage it unless you have, you know, some sort of special ability, or you free yourself up in some way by reducing morale or just inflicting a huge amount of damage in some sort of shock tactic, perhaps. But as it is, I cannot escape. Even if I click back here, you see I'm clicking back here? No, can't escape. So we will just have to suffer the damage that is being dealt to us. I mean, yeah, we've done some pretty decent damage. Ah, we're retreating. All right. Yeah, but we've done some pretty decent damage to their spearmen, but not enough. Let's retreat. Our scouts are going to be running away. And there we are. Wow. So that's the chapter complete. That is intended, by the way. That was intended to show the retreat mechanics. And now we can continue onward. But I think that will be it for this episode. If you want to see more, then by all means let me know. And just a small reminder, check out the Steam link in the description. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.